if you
Yeah.
want body yaddy yaddy, like it ain't low. Granted,
Yeah.
low has a great body, so I'm not saying low does
Yeah.
not, but I'm just saying if you want some chestises and you want some ass, that ain't low, baby. That ain't low. That
No
ain't low.
facts.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Overboard. We are talking about episodes 1 through 3. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this episode of Love Overboard, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. And so let's talk about this episode of Love Overboard. This is not my type of show. I'm going to say that off rip, but it is entertaining. I do feel like I'm losing brain cells watching it, girl. I do.
Yes.
But it's entertaining. Like I'm not gonna play them on that. It's entertaining.
Yeah, it's very much so for the jokes and for the vibes, and it's a good little like background watch. I think it's entertaining as well, but I
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do agree with the brain cells. It's a little
Ah.
like what's
Yeah. So what are
happening
your
here.
what are your like overall thoughts on the show before we get into some of the things that have happened?
I mean, it's cool the concept of it all. It's like Love Island meets
Mm-hmm.
like a little bit of Love Island games with a mix of, I guess, what's that show, Below Deck? Since
Oh
there's
yeah,
people who are
yeah,
also
yeah.
working on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they have a lot of elements. I think some of the challenges and what's happening with the switching and stuff, it took me a little, like the first 2 episodes, to really grasp what's actually happening. Like, oh, okay, like this person is just leaving. Like after a date, like it's
Yeah.
almost like going on a date is a bad thing because
y-
then someone just has to leave.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems like it's also just moving really quickly. So of course, I mean these dating shows don't be for real, but um yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that I thought in the beginning of it, I was just like, oh my God, they cannot be serious. I just cannot. All these guys, yeah, I'm looking to settle down. I'm this and this, that. I'm trying to
Right.
change my ways. On this show, on this
Yeah.
show, like
Yeah.
y'all can't be serious. And so this is why I can't
Yeah.
take y'all seriously. These people trying to fuck around. I mean, there's
Yeah.
some couples in here that it feels, or some people, I won't say couples, but people that feel like they may have been trying to be a little bit more intentional, yada yada. But everybody here, like people talking about, they described themselves as a fuck boy. Who was that? Was that Tim? Was that Andrew? Who was that?
David. Oh
Was that
no, that was
David?
Tim. You're right. It was
Yeah,
Tim.
I was
He said
like,
he was
child,
a what did he say? A
reformed,
nice or respectful fuck
respectful.
boy, I
Yeah,
think he said.
I ain't even got time.
Yeah.
I ain't even got time. And then
And
James.
David talking about the boobs and how he likes
Yeah,
artificially intelligent women.
I ain't got
Um
time. Yeah, it's
and then
look.
James talking about he horny.
Yeah,
Although he said he ain't been having sex, so
I still, he gets no pass from me, and I judge him, and I judge Lexi for choosing him. You know, so anywho, those are my overall thoughts. Let's chat a little bit before we get into some of the couples and the plank ceremonies and stuff like that. Let's chat about some of the notable people who stood out, who did they,
yeah.
did they thing, I guess, in terms of like marking their territory as a big personality on the show. Let's start with Bella.
Yeah,
What are your
definitely
thoughts?
Bella.
Because I'm like, she cannot be for real. This girl, it seems like she's being overly dramatic on purpose. So it gives me acting, but also it gives me maybe like, also I don't give a fuck. So maybe I just will do anything. I don't know.
I don't know because she also knew how to skin that fish.
Right.
So she
Right.
gives me like a country girl who grew up with money. So she might have
Mm,
did some things, but she
uh,
might have had she it could be very likely that she's had a maid or a nanny all her life and she don't clean. Like I know
yeah.
people like that. They
It,
have never cleaned until they lived on their own. So
yeah.
it could be that.
It's the crying for me. Everything is like, like it's so
Yeah.
dramatic. It feels like she's putting on, like she's trying to be a
I know.
character.
I loved it. I loved it.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I don't know. You know me, I love the chaotic people, not unhealthy chaotic.
Yeah.
But this, I felt like it was entertaining, and she's quick with it, like with her responses and stuff with people, and she seems like she's pretty down to earth and real in some aspects. So I don't know. I like her overall
Yeah.
as a character. I feel like she is like a good reality TV character, in my opinion.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, she definitely fits it. I just think that there's an element of it that is a little bit forced, but I also think that there's an element of it that is real. And I think it's just ratcheted up. She's just ratcheted it up, you know? And so I think that ultimately, if she does become like a reality star, you know what I'm saying? Like if this is just the beginning and she becomes like, a staple in reality TV, I could see her solidifying into like what her actual true personality is, but also with a little unhinged, I don't give a fuck, which will make her more willing to do and say anything. I don't know, because
Yeah.
she gives me that a little bit. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't think
um,
she had too many high drama points though after the little breakdown of
after
being
the
on the bottom
beginning,
side.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's more about like how she will do her confessionals and stuff. She was just like, I just said that, everything is so dramatic and cryy, and it's just like, and I didn't, and I don't, and like, it's just like it's too much to me. But
Nah, I got you. I
but I don't
got
dislike
you.
her. I don't dislike her. I don't want that to come off that I dislike her. I don't dislike
It
her.
doesn't come off that way.
Yeah, I do think she's like bringing it up to a 10. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I would love her if she could just bring it to a little bit more authentic. I don't think it's 100% authentic, but
Yeah.
being on national television, it's got to be nerve wracking. And so I'm sure everybody's bringing a little edge of themselves that's not 100% authentic.
Yeah, I will say all of them seem very shocked by this idea of having to
Oh
work on the
yeah.
boat. Even when
Yeah.
the shipwrecked people, whatever they're called, like this version
The
of
downs.
bombshells, came in, they were like,
Oh.
the guy who was like, "What is this? Like, I didn't sign
Yes.
up for this." Like,
Yeah.
so clearly everybody, and it don't seem like it's the best living quarters. Everybody talking about it
Yeah.
stank down there. Like,
Probably smell like
it
that
is a
fish
boat where
and
they ain't got no
octopus.
windows.
Mm.
So I could see it being a lot. I've been on a boat at the bottom, and
Really?
it's not fun.
Girl, what you
It's
was
not fun. Now, for
doing?
me, it was not fun. That was the last time I was on a boat and I went to the bottom part where I could not necessarily see out the window too much. I got sick instantly. Like,
Really?
instantly. So I can only imagine how they are feeling down there on top of
Ah.
just everything they have to do.
Yeah, I only been on one cruise, girl. I went with an ex and he had paid for like a room that had a balcony. So I was like, oh, thank God. Cause it was given, it could be claustrophobic down in like
And
wherever
them
other
little
people had to stay. I
beds,
was like, I don't
like,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's chat about Leela. She was another one who was
Stirring
bringing.
the pots.
Yes, I was like, you messy, you lying. Girl, stop.
Yeah. Very messy because the first thing she did was what? Go tell Lo that Bella was interested in David, and then she
Yeah.
got mixed in with the whole Bo,
Gia.
Tim, and Gia
Mhm.
drama. She going back and forth
Mhm.
like, I don't want you to
Mhm.
think this. It's because, girl, you
Mhm.
know you stirring up some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and she was lying to Gia. She was like, "I said, hey, I was no girl. You
yeah.
said exactly what you afraid that he will come and tell her you said, and
Mhm.
you trying to get ahead of it with your version of it, but it's not the truth. And
Yeah.
so,
Classic people pleasing tendencies.
is it people pleasing or is it lying?
It's both. It's both. I want to get along with everybody. I want to be everyone's friend, and so I'm going to give
Yeah,
everybody the information. I'm going to tell
yeah,
everybody what they need to
yeah.
know,
No,
and I'm going to
true.
massage it over with I was
Go
just
ahead,
being a good friend.
therapist.
I
I
just
won't even
wanted you to
think it.
know. I don't want you to dislike me. So let me just let you know what happened. Oh my god, like my fault. I didn't know that this wasn't common knowledge. That's exactly what she
Yeah,
did.
because that lying is just facilitating her people pleasing abilities.
Correct.
Gotcha,
Correct.
gotcha.
Correct.
But
But
yeah,
I was surprised. I don't know what that guy name is. Karai. I was like, you
correct.
want to date Leela after she done stirred up all this drama? Like,
They're children. I just
yeah, they
I,
are.
like
They are.
I can't take any of these people seriously. Like any of them. Like only people I'm taking seriously, and we'll talk about them, is Lo and David, and I'm not even sure about them,
I
but
know, because by the end of episode 3, baby, them confessionals and what we was hearing, I was like,
yeah,
woo.
yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. Sade is also a big personality. She was on the upside of the boat. She and Bella kind of had some words at the end. And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm on Bella's side of this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a bit much because it's like, Sade, you don't even like Keith like that. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't given that they was really vibing out, not to me anyways. And so
Yeah.
I don't know what girl code she was expecting. And on top of that, Sade made it seem like Bella was coming on to Keith, but from the way I saw it, Keith went up to Bella and they just started having like what seemed to be a homegirl, homeboy conversation about line dancing and country music. And I'm sitting here thinking if the only person on the boat she said she was attracted to was David, which is like the only person given even an ounce of melanin, she probably don't like Keith. Like he
Right.
on the huh?
I said, correct. Correct got melanin too. They the
Oh
same.
yeah,
They
yeah.
looked
You're
a
right.
little
You're
bit the
right.
same.
Yeah, very true. I forgot. I forgot. But Sade in the very beginning, one thing I noted about her was she was like, ooh, tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. I was like, she started with tall, so I thought she was going tall, dark, and handsome, like most people. But she
Yeah.
said tall, blonde hair, blue eyes, and so I'm
Yeah.
like, do you not date black men or men of
Yeah.
color? Like, because
Yeah.
blonde hair and blue eyes is in one phenotype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially together.
Yeah.
Um,
And that
so
being like the thing that she jumped out as like, ooh, 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 was kind of like,
mhm.
I feel you on that. It's like, there are some nice looking black men here. Like, do you not date, black men? Like, it
Yeah,
gives the question.
yeah.
But I don't know.
And I believe she's like one of the older cast members here.
Shit.
Yeah, I was
What
surprised.
does
I
that
think
mean?
there's a
29,
not a bit.
28?
She's older. She's 30. She's not the oldest. What's her name? Anna is the oldest at 33, but it's like Keith is 23. So, um, me personally, you know what I'm saying, you not even you ain't even reached the stage of brain is fully developed. To me, it's like you got to stay closer in
Yeah.
age range
Keith,
when
Keith
you 25 and under. Even though
Keith
he
gives a
looks,
little bit more
yeah.
mature than 23, which is
Mhm.
interesting. Like if I were to guess his age, I would have guessed that he was 27 looks wise and the way he acts.
Yeah.
Because him talking about he doesn't drink. Now, I was a little thrown off by the cop part, it's something I was a little thrown off by that, but I was like, okay, he's disciplined. Was he a military guy or something like that?
He's also from Nebraska.
Yeah, yeah, but it's just interesting. He's interesting, but I would have thought that he would have been blonde-haired, blue-eyed, looking for himself. I would have thought he was barking up that tree. So I was very
Yeah.
surprised, and even with the cop like archetype,
Right.
I'm surprised. But
I got the bios up right here, and in his bio, it reads protective and principled.
Interesting. Yeah, usually you don't find.
Eventually turning in his cowboy boots in for a police officer uniform and
And
badge.
and cowboy, like it's just none of it
And
goes together.
Nebraska. But yeah, those are any other big personalities. Andrew kind of is a big personality.
We can
He's
talk about him and when we talk about the couples
the couple.
because yeah, let's talk about Sade and Keith for just a quick second. Even though they're not a couple that ended up going to the plank ever, they did end up getting separated.
From the challenge, yeah.
Yeah, from the challenge and Sade's choosing to stay up. I was like, Sade, girl, she here for her
Comfort.
experience. You said what?
Yes. Her comfort.
Yes, she
A
is.
comfortable experience,
Yeah, yeah,
nonetheless,
yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And which at the end of the day, based on these guys, I don't blame her,
Yeah.
But also it's like, no, you don't think this guy is about to still be trying to like kick it with you after you done kick him to the curb,
Right.
to stay in the lap of luxury. But it is what it is. We see Delaney, which is one of the newer bombshells or whatever they're calling them, ship whatever.
Dip record.
Delaney, he seems to think that Delaney is pretty, and so that has some potential there. But yeah, nothing else about them too much. So let's get into these folks who walk the plank.
Yeah, so first we had Lexi. She had the choice between Reese and James. She was originally paired up with Reese. And then James shot his shot. He got the text, chose to take Lexi on the date, and I mean, he
The
came
rest
in
is
with the alley
history.
oop. It
Yeah.
seemed like they had a great date to me,
Yeah.
to be honest. It
Yeah.
looked like they were actually like vibing on the date, in my opinion.
Yeah. I judge her, like I said, I judge her and I judge him. I think the other guy, Reese, is cuter or was cuter because RIP, but I could tell he was being very passive. And then also, I could tell she liked James. And that for the
Yeah, she
life of
did like
me,
James.
I can't understand that because the horny comment, I would have been like, I don't remember who said it, but like they were turned off by it. They were like, oh my God, he's just next. That's how I would have been too. I don't care if you're a good guy. I don't care if you're gonna be kind and you're gonna treat me well. It's like you don't know what to say out your mouth. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Certain things are problems. No, you ever seen the meme where somebody was like, I can't be with no man. They got me living in fear of his next outfit. It's a problem. It's a problem. Like certain things is a problem. I can't be in fear of what you about to say out your mouth, what you about to wear on your clothes. You know what I'm saying? It's just they're along the same lines for me. It's like I cannot not have faith that you will represent me well. And that comment, it gave me like tip of the iceberg.
It was a little cringe, but I guess I'm looking at them as like they're all super young, and so I guess it's like I chopped it up to just immaturity.
Okay.
Yeah, they all 26 though. So Reese, Lexi, and James are all 23. But I knew after that date she was choosing what is that?
Yeah. No, but I have a younger brother that's 26. I'm like, I don't think he would ever say that. Like, I don't think he would do that.
Different
I don't know.
upbringings, baby. Different upbringings.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I guess whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's not the age.
Your 26 in your
insides.
household might be a little bit more developed than 26 in other households. But like I said, I knew after the date she was going to choose James because they just seemed like they was vibing. So.
Yeah. And poor Reese, he ain't even see what was coming. They ain't even know. He was like, I just have to go downside. And it's like, yeah, no, buddy,
no,
you're going home.
Bye.
Yeah.
Which to me, I felt like was like, oh, brought them here for a day to
I know.
And plunge 30 feet into the water. I promise you, I would probably have to stay downside before I end up on anybody's plane.
Yeah, no, just
and I gotta get chosen. Oh yeah, no, I'll do the choosing, but I sure can't be up there waiting to get chosen.
Yeah, it was dramatic to see it happen. I can only imagine what it was like for them, because I was like, already? Oh wow, and so yeah. But our second couple to go into the plank was Anna and Andrew. So Anna was originally was it Tim? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
But yeah. He wasn't interested in her and she thought he was, and they had a little bit of a one thing I will say about Anna, I was like, girl, she was like, oh, I'm falling, or she said something like how she was just getting so invested in him. And I'm like, that's your problem right there. She was like, I've been heartbroken before, foolish me. It's like, yeah, that's your problem right there, girl. You getting too invested too early. But
yeah, I don't think any of these people out here have a reason to get invested into anybody. Because I'm like, it's one thing like Love Island, they're there for 90 days. So I can understand even just going into that experience, you want to be with somebody at the very least that you can be comfortable with because y'all sharing beds, all the things. But this little 2-week vacation.
Yeah. It was something I was about to say about Anna though. Oh yeah, when she was at the challenge and then she ended up, Andrew told her to not pick pick him. I agree with her decision to stay up top because she realized, both of these are bad options for me. So I might as well stay in the lap of luxury. So I think that was fine and that was good for her. Sophia was our second person to be on the plank and to go home. I actually did not think that was gonna happen. I thought Andrew, as he was so cocky, and I was on Sophia's side for quite a bit of this. I still was on her side. Like everybody kind of turned the tables and was like, "Oh, she's wrong for this." I was like, Andrew is a dick. He just seems like a dick. And so I don't have no sympathy for her playing him. She trying to play the game and get up there. So I was rooting for Sophia. I wasn't mad at her.
I thought they were all being hypocrites because I'm like, not everybody, but people on the downside have been plotting about how they're going to get to the top. So, and it's not like she was like screwing over maybe like a Bo who just seems so sweet and nice or whatever. It's like Andrew who's literally going around saying inappropriate things. You can tell he's like a red pill content type of guy. Like nobody actually wants to be with him romantically. So
I know, right? Yeah. So it was interesting. I think it was only the fact that, not only, but I think the fact that everybody made those noises. I was like, oh my God, girl, please. They chimed in, did all their little add-ons. I think that made him realize, oh, I'm gonna look like a fool if I pick her. And I mean, I think she handled herself as best she could, like Sophia, because she was put on the spot. But yeah, she had her man was trying to plot to be up there, and she didn't care about his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She didn't care about him at all. But like I said, I wasn't mad at it. But she had to go. I didn't realize that Inna was acting all nervous, like she didn't know what to say and how to say it. And homegirl said exactly what to say and she said it. She
very well.
Very well. And it was
like a 33-year-old should.
Yeah. Oh, right. But anyway, anything else on them? Because I was like,
just Andrew. Like he's so cocky. Even after the decision, he was like, I felt it in my gut. Like I knew it. I knew she didn't like me. Or how he he ended up winning in the challenge or whatever, and somebody was giving him a compliment on the swimming, and he's like, I haven't even swam that. It's been forever since I was swimming, and I can't believe I was the first one. Just very much so full of himself. He don't need to be on reality TV.
Yeah. I didn't really like him, and I also was just kind of like, he's not even that attractive, to be like someone that cocky.
Yeah. In his bio, he recently quit his finance job in search of a life with more depth. I'm sure his finance job had no depth, so he was able to do the whole cocky bro thing just fine. But confident, cocky, and dangerously charismatic.
That's what he said about himself?
That's how he describes himself, yes.
Oh, please.
He's ready to shake up his life and maybe even give up the game for the right girl. What game? I don't know. All I could think is if you were in finance, you might have had you some money. So you was probably flashing them coins at the ladies. That's the only game that you probably had, and you have not had to lean on actual conversation and having a personality.
I agree.
A good one, at least.
I agree. All right, let's go on to the third plank ceremony.
Yeah, Bo, Tim, all out for Gia, baby. They kept calling Gia exotic. I'm like, it's every time I watch these shows, it's like when they say blonde and brunette. Like I be like, wow, like I live. I don't even know how to describe it, but I just be so shocked when I hear other people's perception of just beauty. Sometimes, like I'm like, okay. Gia is exotic. Got it.
It's interesting. I don't know. Maybe she's something that's like she gives like is she Greek or something? Every white person that I don't know like what they are, I'd be like, are they Greek? I feel like I say that all the time.
The olive skin.
Cause she just gives tanned and she's brunette. But I don't know. She could be something else. Like I could see something else in there, but what? I don't know. I feel like anytime they say exotic, it just mean that they got something else in there. She does have a interesting voice. Her voice is very like
Yeah, the
raspy.
raspy. Yeah.
So I could see something in there. It's not very chipper. But yeah,
Mhm.
she had both of these guys very interested in her. I felt for Bo a little bit. I did not necessarily see the Tim connection. I didn't see what she saw in Tim. I could tell
Mhm.
that they were vibing the more and more I saw them hang out together, but at the same time, I don't see what she sees in him. But Bo
Yeah,
also gives
cuz
me he's a little young looking.
yeah, he is young looking. He looks like
But they
he
all
is the
young, I
youngest,
guess.
but let me see. He's 25.
How old is she, Gia?
Gia is 22.
Oh, he's older than her.
Yeah, I wasn't
She
expecting
seems
that either.
mature for a 22-year-old. I will say
Yeah,
that.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I had read that she's in real estate, and so maybe that
Real
she works
estate.
in
What is she
luxury
doing
real
getting the
estate.
coffee for the she's 22. What is she doing in real
She
estate? What
was
is she
working as
doing?
a luxury real estate agent, baby. That's from her mama, her daddy. Somebody got her connected very
I
early.
know.
Okay.
Or some sugar daddy, okay? Don't forget the
Yeah.
sugar daddies,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. This is
Connecting people
true.
with jobs. Cause what?
Mm,
What? Luxury real estate. Look, it's interesting. You talk about look. I about to say you talk about pretty privilege a lot, and there are tangible pretty privilege benefits. Like if
yeah.
an older man thinks you're attractive, like he'll open a little bit of a door for you sometimes. So,
Yes.
she might have just
Agreed.
like,
Agreed.
yes, thank you. I'll
Yeah.
walk through it.
Yeah. I didn't think who she was gonna choose honestly
Me
because
neither. Me neither. But
yeah
I
it's
also, yeah, I didn't know who she was going to choose either. I was
yeah
surprised she picked him. Thought she really liked Bo.
Bo.
You know,
Yeah. And
I
she
was
kept
like
talking
they
about just
started
how
from the
beautiful he
bottom. Like
was.
he's. Say that one more time.
She kept talking about how beautiful he was, but yeah, also
Mhm.
that they started at the bottom together. I mean, both sides have quality time, but when you got to work as a team, that's a different type of quality time. So
Mm.
it gives you a little bit more to somebody's work ethic and
Yeah, and you come up. You come
yeah,
up. You come up. You come up.
yeah,
But yeah, that was our third and last plank ceremony.
plank
But we had
ceremony.
another couple, Lo and David, and
Yeah.
it it has felt like they are like seem to be in it, right? It
hmm
does seem like David's having some thoughts, little things, poking up. And I do think that Bella is going to work her way up at the top. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's giving he might let Lo go
I
if
think so
that ever
too. Yeah.
happens. I think they're
Yeah, because
building
at
up for
first
it.
yeah, when he had the little incident after the swimming or whatever, he
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, just having somebody by my side, like
Yeah.
the fact that she was willing to leave with me, like I
Mhm.
appreciate that." So I was
Mhm.
like, "Okay, maybe he, looking for something a little bit more intentional,
Mhm. Mhm.
because he went for somebody completely opposite of
Mhm.
his type."
Mhm.
Now, for men, personally, I'm like, you need to stay in your type, stay in
Sure.
your type
For sure.
because when it's time for that sexual arousal, baby, it's gonna show right back up. And I had it in my notes, and then sure enough, by the end of episode 3, I was like, dog on, like Lo actually seemed like she like you, and you was seeming like you like Lo, but you said it ain't getting up, or he said he hasn't ejaculated.
You're kidding me. I don't think
Yeah,
I
in
heard
the
that.
preview. Yeah, in the preview. Yeah, this is.
For
Sorry, I'm
episode
saying
4?
the end, but this is a preview just for the future. At the end of
For episode
episode
4?
3, not for episode
Oh.
4. It's just a
I'm
preview,
saying
like
like, oh, for what's gonna come.
for what's gonna come in the season. Yes, and he's saying like he was telling I don't know who he was talking to, but he was like, yeah, funny enough, we've had sex a handful of times, but I have yet to come. Yeah,
That is a serious problem because I'm all
yeah,
shocked. I've never seen that happen for men. Like I have I mean, look, I always feel like men it's just like I think Wanda Sykes has this joke about like it's like ordering a pizza. It always hits for them. Like
yeah.
I have it just seems like that. And I'm not saying like, oh, from my personal experience. I'm just saying in life, it just seems like it always hits for them. And that is an interesting thing. That is interesting. That is
Mm.
interesting. That's real interesting because yeah, that's real
Yeah,
interesting.
he said it. He said it. He said it though. But yeah, I don't know
Oh,
when it's gonna come up in what episode. But I said as soon as he said that, I said it's over with, baby. It's over with. I'm like I don't know what other elements or things you could blame that on, but the fact that he just kept talking about he likes women with enhancements, it's like you probably and then you picked a woman that ain't even got like no natural like you know what I'm saying like Low is
oh,
thin frame, beautiful girl, but if you
yeah,
want body yaddy yaddy, like it's not it ain't low. Granted,
yeah,
Low has a great body, so I'm not saying Low does
yeah.
not, but I'm just saying if you want some chestesses and you want some ass, that ain't Low, baby. That ain't Low. That
No,
ain't Low.
facts, facts.
Yeah,
Um,
'cause he might have even been able to get by with somebody who just naturally had bigger breast and a bigger ass, but like you want
yeah,
enhancement, so you want the what's that
Baba
white lady
Boom,
name with the huge boobs?
Dolly Parton.
Not Dolly Parton. Sure, we could go with her. I was thinking about somebody else. I can't even think of the name.
Who else got big boobs like that? Dolly Parton.
I can't
No?
think of her name. Everybody,
Okay.
I can't think of her name. But that you want that. So you want the Bellas. Bella said my doctor gave these for me cheap. He
Jeez.
want Bella, baby, and he
Yeah,
and Bella
no.
might and Bella want him. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I am with you. She might make her way up to the top for sure.
Eesh. And it, at some point it is literally going to. I think that in the preview I saw, there it is going to be between the two of them. So one of them
Oh
is
wow.
going to drop. I think. I think.
Oh,
But yeah,
child.
it's interesting. I had to pause myself from watching episode 4. So I will say, like I said, it's entertaining. No brain cells are functioning, but it's entertaining. And so hopefully for the next drop, we can just probably go through all the episodes and have
Yeah.
just one clean little ending episode for y'all on this. But do you have anything else on episodes 1 through 3 at all? Um,
Mm, I
to
think these were
speak
all the
about.
main points for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so that's it for episodes 1 through 3 of Love Overboard on Hulu. So we will catch y'all in a couple of days, hopefully, for either the rest or at least 3 more episodes of Love Overboard. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, notification bell, all the things. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Black Girls Talking TV. And we will catch y'all for the next ones. Bye.